What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, Mr. Two Hands Up, 5-5. You know what it is. All right, so Katie Taylor says, I'm undisputed. I don't care what anyone says. WBC WBA, blah, 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 lightweight champion Katie Taylor is not paying attention to the statements from the critics. Back on June 1st at Madison Square Garden in New York City, Taylor faced Delphine in a high-stakes unification for all the world titles. Taylor barely held on to an undefeated with a very tight 10-round majority decisions over Pursunes. The judge saw it 96-94 twice in Taylor's favor, and the third judge had it an even 95-95 draw. A lot of observers, including the broadcast panel at DAZN, saw Pursunes as the winner. Some observers even called it a robbery. Taylor believes she did enough to win the fight by banking points in the early rounds. There's an outcry for a rematch. Taylor believes that the rematch will eventually go down, and she hopes that it takes place in the near future. The general consensus is that it was a very close fight, but I definitely think that I definitely deserve to win that fight. As Katie Taylor was speaking to Sky Sports. All right, so let's get into this. What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, a.k.a. Mr. Two Hands Up, 5-5. You know what it is. Okay, so this article is pertaining to Katie Taylor, and I'm just going to jump straight in because this one kind of has me a little bit fired up. Katie Taylor saying she doesn't care what anybody says and she's undisputed. Spoken like a real person who lost a motherfucking fight. Bitch, you know you didn't win that fight. Excuse my language. I know I'm supposed to be professional and things like that, but this is my platform, and I'm going to speak it how I speak it. Y'all know I like to cuss and shit like that. But anyway, let's go on. Katie Taylor, you did not win that fight. To be perfectly honest, you know what I'm saying? I say she beat you by 2 rounds, but really, you know what I'm saying? From the 7th and then on, you was just getting pummeled. So really, she got you by 3 in my opinion. The earlier rounds, you were picking apart your shots, but you didn't show the true testaments of a unified champion because you were highly gassed, and the girl just outworked you with her work rate. She outworked you with her hand speed, and she just, you know what I'm saying, beat you to the punch. And you just look dizzy and drunk inside the ring in the later rounds. So when you say things of this magnitude, you know what I'm saying, it really shows your true colors. It shows you that you're basically saying to me, in those short words, that you really don't want to get back in the ring with her because you're fearful of losing those titles. Before you said it was a rematch that you got to run back immediately, and you're the undisputed champion, and the fight was, you know what I'm saying, visual gold. So of course, broadcasters and everyone alike, they're going to want you to get in the ring, but your management and everybody else probably telling you to fall back, and mentally, you know, you were exposed as kind of looking mentally weak, and you know what I'm saying, like I said, you a gas man and you look dizzy and drunk in those rounds. So I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, in your mind, you like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to lose my undisputed reign, and I don't want to lose that goose egg on my record. Because to be perfectly honest, y'all robbed her. You robbed her, y'all robbed her, y'all robbed her, y'all robbed the girl Delphine Pursunes. Y'all robbed her, you know what I'm saying? She had to bust her ass working overtime to pay her training, to pay for her training, pay her own flights and everything else. She doesn't have that type of, you know what I'm saying, flow that Katie Taylor has, where everybody's paying for her. Well, you know what I'm saying, she's the marketing beast and everything else, because let's be perfectly honest, Delphine isn't the most beautiful thing to look at in this ugly ass sport. I'm just saying, I ain't trying to throw no shade or nothing like that, but I just call a spade a spade. I mean, the girl isn't necessarily beautiful, and she isn't a marketing pro, considering that she can barely speak the language, but she does speak it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, a robbery is a robbery, and that's why the sport has a stain on it. Because I saw a whole lot of this. You getting jabbed the fuck up and you was getting your ass whooped. Look at the look on your face right here, man. You could tell you didn't want it, nor did you want to be in that ring. Hey, look how the referee, the sister in the back is looking. She like, you getting your ass whooped. And the general consensus is that you definitely got your ass whooped and you really didn't want to carry on and you were gassed. If those were 3-minute rounds for 10 rounds, you would have been up out of there, knocked out, sleep, cold in the 10th round, and that's all facts. And anybody that say that, you know what I'm saying, I'm bullshitting, you're a bullshitter, because y'all know I call that shit straight down the pipe, pause. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So when you come out and you say, you know what I'm saying, in the first article where I posted up and I gave you praise by saying that you wanted to jump right back in the ring with her, give it a rematch, because anything that's debatable, you got to bring it back because you don't want to leave anything open for chance and you want to be considered as the true champion. Well, you're not being considered as a true champion right now. That girl probably career is ruined, and even if she did take the rematch, she probably wouldn't come back the same, because, you know what I'm saying, the way y'all robbed her already and her mentality isn't in it. Because just as Delphine said, and I have a tendency to rock with the truth, man. I don't rock with fake phonies and bullshitters, man. I rock with the real, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm cut from a whole different cloth, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? When I hear Delphine saying, you know what I mean, your handlers ain't going to let you take the fight because it's too risky and they don't want to risk all of that bread, you're not even trying to risk all of that bread yourself because, you know what I'm saying, you're not keeping that same energy you had for the last article because, to be perfectly honest, nobody had you winning the fight other than the corrupt judges and the people and the powers above. Like, yo, you better not give it to Delphine. There's nothing we could do with her, but we had big plans for Katie Taylor. Just like the same thing they did with Jaime Munguia. You know what I mean? When they robbed, you know what I'm saying, Hogan of that fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we put all our bread up, you know what I'm saying? We put our money on the line just to get robbed like this. That's why I say, you know what I'm saying, there's a black eye on the sport, just like Delphine has that black eye that she's wearing right there, and that hematoma on her forehead. And you know what I'm saying? She went out there and she went for the gusto. She did everything that she could do to win that fight. And you know, if you look around, you know what I'm saying, the ring, if you look all throughout the Madison Square Garden, everybody was shocked, and you probably didn't deserve anything but booze. But there was a lot of UK fans out there, so people gonna clap for you regardless if you bring the belt home. For me personally, I don't care if an American was in there or not. If a nigga lose, I'm gonna boo if he get the wrong judgment. So now as fight fans, you know what I'm saying, we have to look at you a little different. Well, y'all ain't got to look at her like shit. I'm going to look at her a little different. You know what I'm saying? As I, you know what I mean, analyze all of these things and I break it down and I try and I have the tendency to view things in layers. That means I look at it from her side, I look at it from your side and everything else. Yes, you are the undisputed champion right now, but quite frankly, you're a paper champion right now. The same thing they try to call Anthony Joshua, even though, you know what I'm saying, Deontay Wilder didn't beat fucking Vitaly Klitschko, but that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? You are truly a paper champion right now. She was robbed of her WBC, and there's a reason why she had that long ass reign as a champion, because nobody wanted to get in the ring with her because they already knew what she could do. And now that you've experienced what she could do after you talked all of that shit and you got your ass whooped and you got the audacity to say that you're the undisputed champion, you don't care what nobody else say, and you know what I'm saying, you got to look at things down the road and see what you got going on and shit like that. That's spoken like a true person that wants to duck and move on with their fucking career because they don't have to make the fight. Well, guess what, WBC and Mauricio Suleiman, y'all need to do something. Y'all need to mandate this rematch, and Delphine Persoon should get the right to go back at it, because y'all didn't waste no time with Jamel Charlo giving him a rematch with Tony Harrison, because, you know what I'm saying, y'all feel as though Jamel Charlo, you know what I mean, has a better shot, because I guarantee if the shoe was on the other foot and Delphine Persoons would have got that decision or whatever, y'all would have mandated a rematch for Katie Taylor. And you know what? Katie Taylor probably couldn't even handle the loss, and it's something she couldn't bounce back from, because in the ring, to be perfectly honest, she showed her mental weakness. And right now, you know what I'm saying, baby girl looking broken right now. It's like after you get your ass whooped, you know what I'm saying, trying to protect your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, and she still go home with you and you took the L, and a nigga like, yo, I fucked you up, hey, but I still got your girl, man, that shit ain't about nothing, nigga, you got your ass whooped, so you trying to deflect from the argument. So basically, Katie Taylor is trying to deflect from the fact that she got her ass whooped and trying to, you know what I'm saying, count all of her victories in those belts. But the fact is, you didn't really win it. So you need to run it back. Man, that's all I got for you. That shit kind of got me hot, man. This your man 3K the Boss, a.k.a. Mr. Two Hands Up. Excuse me. 5-5. You know what it is, man. And Delphine Persoons, you definitely won that fight. You know what I mean? Just know that, you know what I'm saying, you got an unbiased nigga in the States right here that pay attention to your career, pay attention to Katie's career, had a lot of respect for Katie, but it's starting to sort of lose respect for Katie, even though she didn't come to that conclusion. They did, with the way she's carrying herself afterward like she really won that fight. That's absolute bullshit. As fighters risking their lives, y'all deserve more than that. Delphine deserve more than that. And Katie, you know what I'm saying, as a so-called undisputed champion, you know what I'm saying, you should motherfucking really go out here and make your bones, because right now I'm saying you walked over a whole bunch of pushovers that ain't got shit, but then when you ran into a real one, you stepped on the tail of that dragon, she breathed fire and melted the fuck out of your ass. So are you gonna get it back? Because if not, I done lost all my respect if it ain't immediate, and that's facts. Two hands. And as we always say when we close this joint out, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. That girl sitting right there, you know what I'm saying, with that smile on her face of disgust, she is the real, you know what I'm saying, undisputed champion. And Katie Taylor, right now, you a paper chump. Come on, chickie, get it together. Respect her.